Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn, a love reading for January 14th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so let's see what's going on and who needs to hear a message. We have worth waiting for, and that is crossed by calling in your soulmate. So I feel like if you're waiting for that person to come in, maybe that person hasn't come in yet. Maybe you're single. That opportunity is coming, okay? Just being patient, waiting for the right person, okay? Not just trying to be in a relationship because you don't want to be alone, because sometimes that can be toxic and that can create more problems. I feel like there are good things heading in. Look at that, lovers. There is a relationship coming in. Don't worry about things that you can't control, okay? Don't get yourself into that negative mindset, making sure that you are staying positive, that you are seeing things from a different perspective, seeing that when the time is right, this will happen for you, that this will fall into place, okay? Maybe you don't have work that you need to do on yourself, but maybe that person does. Maybe they're still working through things. Maybe they're still dealing with things. Maybe they've got things that they have to deal with. So it may not necessarily have to do with you. It could also do with that other person. And to make sure, like I said, that you don't get frustrated by it not happening. I feel like it's focusing, you do what you want to do, doing your things that make you happy, doing those things that keep you in a positive frame of mind. And when the opportunity is right, it comes in, okay? That you just have to be patient, even though that's not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're waiting for that relationship to come in, because it's hard because you're seeing other people, or you're thinking, oh, it would be so cool if I had that person to enjoy this moment with me. But it's, still remaining positive, making sure that you're looking out for yourself, that you're making the right decisions for yourself, that you're doing that self-care, that you're doing the things that you like to do, you're doing the things that you enjoy. And look at that, we have the Lovers yet again. When the time is right, the relationship will come in. It is definitely worth waiting for. Being strong and being confident and believing that you want to wait for the right person. Like I was saying before, not just being in a relationship because you don't want to be alone, because that can be more toxic. That can be more negative than positive. Doing that inner work, doing those things that you like to do, realizing that, things don't always happen at the time and the place that we want them to happen, but still remaining positive. All right. Maybe you have some things that you need to work on, that you need to release, that you need to move past. Maybe you have some swords that you have to deal with, okay? Knight of Pentacles, slow, steady progress. I feel like you're moving forward, probably not at the pace that you want, but keeping that hope, okay? Keeping the hope alive, not getting in your head, not overthinking, not stressing or being frustrated by things that you can't control, because that does not help the situation, that hinders the situation. You want to be in a very positive, good frame of mind when this person comes in, okay? Getting down to action, and are there some things that you're holding on to that maybe you need to release, that may be holding you back? Are you embracing the transformation? Are you going through a transformation? Sometimes I feel like, are you getting past an old relationships? Sometimes I feel like being alone isn't a negative thing, because that gives you the time and the space to work on those things that you need to work on without having the interference of someone else putting pressures on you, like being able to, hey, I'm just going to stay in my PJs all day and I'm just going to binge watch TV, or you just feel like emotions overcome you and you just want to cry it out for a few hours, and not having to explain to someone else, hey, you know, or them getting all worked up. Like, you can just work on yourself the way you want to work on yourself, and not having anyone else interfere, and for you to get past these things, for you to have like those things that you need to let go of, and for you to, you know, progress and move forward and release those 10 of Wands to get those burdens off your back. Maybe there's some still some things that you need to work on. You're almost there, because 10s are completion. So I always feel like that's like you're almost there. Like, maybe, I mean, never completely release everything, but I feel like it's getting yourself into a better place. But then we have the Hangman, to seeing things from a different perspective, you know, seeing that, what are those things you need to let go of? All his coins are falling out of his pockets. What are those things that you have to let go of? What are those things that you have to change? I do feel, again, change, wheel. Things are changing, okay? Things are happening for you. You may not be able to see it. Like I said, maybe things going on with that other person, that they're working through things. They're dealing with things. And when they're ready, you know, things will align, and things will happen. All right, so let's close out with an animal oracle. Sometimes it can be frustrating when you're waiting. But we started out with that worth waiting for card. I do feel that this relationship is worth waiting for, without a doubt. We've got the Lovers twice, okay? We have the Sun card, the Star card. Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation, okay? Perfect. That's, you want to start a new relationship with a solid foundation, to where you're in a good place mentally and they're in a good place mentally. And that's what will make a relationship last. That's what makes a relationship worth waiting for. Maybe you're in a relationship and it's going slower than you thought. And maybe it's about laying a solid foundation. Getting to know each other, taking your time, not rushing things, not pushing things, okay? Letting things happen and fall into place. Letting that relationship build and grow. And laying that solid foundation. Or laying that solid foundation for yourself, knowing that you're strong and you're capable and you can handle being in a relationship, because relationships are not easy. You're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have those times when you're like, ugh. And you're going to have those times when everything's great. But having a solid foundation helps you to handle those ups and downs within a relationship, to make it last. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.